Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyananda, everyone, I welcome all the viewers who have joined us today. Every one of you watching us on various social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, and many others. I welcome all of you today for the Mahakala Bhairava Bhava Samadhi Darshan, where you will be manifesting the state, space, powers, and super consciousness and the very being of Mahakala Bhairava. So, what will you learn today in this program? You will be learning what is pain and suffering. You will be learning who is Mahakal Bhairava, the principles of Mahakal Bhairava, how to go beyond pain and suffering, the powerful cognitions to empower yourself, then the Diksha and Darshan of Mahakal Bhairava, manifesting through the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, and His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Kala Bhairavoham is a Sanskrit word which means I am Kala Bhairava. So in today's program, you will be taught the principles of Kala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava's state, which is the pure and clutching state, the unclutched state. Kala Bhairava's space, which is the space of complete completion. Kala Bhairava's powers, which are the extraordinary Shaktis, and Kala Bhairava's being, which is radiating the Tyaga of Paramashiva. And you will also be learning Kalbhairavoham through the four padas mentioned in the Agamas. So the first is the Kriya Pada, which raises the electromagnetic force of your existence and connects you with Paramashiva. Then the Charya Pada, the lifestyle of living enlightenment, where the Jiva, the self, connects with all the dimensions of the world. Then the Yoga Pada, which is raising your Kundalini and connecting with Paramashiva. And then the Jnana Pada, which is bringing Paramashiva in your being and making him manifest in you. So how will you achieve this? You will achieve it by listening, by internalizing, by manifesting powerful cognitions, and ultimately by receiving the Diksha and Darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So now, what is the Bhava Samadhi Darshan? So the word Samadhi means one with the source, and Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. And the aspect, the bhava you choose, through that bhava being one with the source, samadhi is bhava samadhi. And knowing this aspect, bhava is the ultimate being in oneness, sama with that is bhava samadhi. And the bhava samadhi awakens your kundalini shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. And this awakening of kundalini shakti results in extraordinary abilities expressing through us, such as the third awakening, the ability to have remote vision, the ability to scan anyone's body, then levitation, teleportation, materialization, and many more extraordinary abilities. And this influx of subconscious energy also visibly slows down the aging process and improves immunity to disease. With the increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan allows one to experience the formless in a way that we can deeply understand and relate with. Having darshan or even a glimpse brings a lasting transformation in us, cleansing lifetimes of karmas and raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, which is like hitting a reset button on your being. And you can, by experiencing the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, you can discover the extraordinary possibilities and take a quantum jump from man to superhuman. And during the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar, and the mirror neurons activate the process of all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. So that is, our entire body can silently and without movement recreate what is happening distances far away, experiencing this superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. So now let us understand more of who the Supreme Point of Hinduism is, the one who, out of his extreme love and compassion, is giving us this pure and great science of Bhava Samadhi darshan. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, was born on the 2nd of January 1978 and is the reviver of Kailasa, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple based universities a lifestyle for humanity. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kanchi Kailash Sarpanipita, the incumbent emperor of the Suryavamshi Sarangi Samrajya, the present 293rd Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam of the Kailasanata Shyamalapi Sarvanipita, and the present Mahamandaleshwar of the Mahanirvani Akada, the largest apex monastic order. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is also the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akada, the present 23rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swarga Paramadhina, and is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been revered as the teacher of Hinduism, most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched. He has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 different languages, which are English, Tamil, and Sanskrit. And these have been translated into over 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. And over 20 million copies of these books and articles have been sold, read, and downloaded by millions around the world. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has given over 10,000 hours of discourses for humanity and enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as a commentator of all sacred scriptures such as Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Brahma Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gitas, Jain Sutras, and much more. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader, and is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including the Rudrakanyas and Rudras, Rishis and Rishikas, Bhairavas and Bhairavis, and Sannyas, and is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University, in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries, and is the establisher of 1,000 plus Kailasa enlightenment ecosystems, the founder and reviver of over 100 Savanya Peethas, and is the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million Pali scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. So now with that, let us get into the next segment of this program, where all of us will be seeing one of the greatest gifts given to humanity by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is the manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis. So today, the Valsans, Nithyananda yogis and initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, will be demonstrating and sharing with all of you the extraordinary Shaktis, the manifestation of the extraordinary Shaktis, awakened in us through the Diksha, the initiation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And in today's Bhava Samadhi Darshan, all of you will also be initiated into the powers of third awakening, and all of you will be manifesting various powers with the blessings and grace of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. You will all be manifesting the following powers of third eye, which is seeing the eyes blindfolded, as well as many other powers such as body scanning, remote vision, teleportation, materialization, levitation, and much more. And many of you might be wondering where the third eye is located and how the third eye works. So the third eye is a cosmic browsing center of initiation. One can effortlessly express just as you would with your two eyes. So now let us understand more about what are Shaktis, how they work and how they manifest and what is their source. So the these Shaktis are described in the Vedagamas by Paramashiva, and Paramashiva in elaborate detail has explained where we manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, divine powers. And manifesting powers is described in the Vedas and Agamas as a system, a method, and a science for human beings to explore the various possibilities and powers and have access to various states of consciousness. And the Shakti is manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and you need to manifest the divine, not that you are a man and you need to reach the divine. So here the foundation is you are Paramashiva. Your unmanifest recognizes you as you are Paramashiva, even if you have not manifested it. Understand that is why what Paramashiva is revealing through this body and through this system, through this methodology, any samyama you do on powerful cognitions, you manifest on the Shaktis, powers, not these. So this is shared by the Supreme Pontiff himself. And now, many of you might have heard the term siddhis as a very common term used for any type of external manifestation. So, let us look at the exact difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. The Shaktis, expressed from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru under a source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis are powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment and are on the path of enlightenment. And the Shaktis of Paramashiva manifest through ordinary human beings in an external way after the permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and may divert you from enlightenment. And the source of all these Shaktis, Paramashiva, is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form and causality. And as the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya or the five cosmic acts of Shrishti, which is creation, Sthiti, which is sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, which is rejuvenation, Prabhava, which is pulling out a delusion, and Anugraha, which is liberating grace for all living entities. And the supreme point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has come down as the 1008th living incarnation and representative of Paramashiva and the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization and nation in the great cosmic borderless nation. And ever since the beginning of this civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced sciences. And it was where the science of enlightenment and Shaktis was lived and taught as a lifestyle. And for the first time in modern day, the supreme point of Hinduism is reviving these yogic sciences and transmitting it to the world at a record-breaking pace which is never accomplished before. And all of this knowledge and this science of our manifestation are passed down from one generation to the next through the initiation, the Diksha by enlightened gurus. And the supreme point of Hinduism, being recognized as an incarnation at a very young age, was trained and taught into these sciences to revive the initiations and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest the science of our manifestation from the disciplines of Vedanta, Tantra, Sri Vidya, Yoga and Yogic powers, Mantra Shastra, Siddha Vidya, science of Aushadha, Advaita, Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, Paramashiva Vijnana, and much more. So now let us see how we can awaken these divine Shaktis in us. How can you manifest these Shaktis yourself? The Supreme Point of Hinduism beautifully says, every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into your consciousness, prajna, and manifests as a possibility and power of every being, prajnana. Touch. Power. And the science of our manifestation is authenticated through four aspects of evidences of Pramanas. So the first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. And then the next is the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences and results of Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, where the Vedic rishis and scientists have time tested and verified these sciences. And the next is the Atma Pramana, which is an account from the life of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of the power manifestation. And then the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. Now, some of you might be wondering what exactly are the Vedas and Agamas. So, the Vedas are the ultimate superior authority for Hindus and are a pure science where the ultimate truths are explained. And the Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology and the applied sciences are expanded. And the Vedas and Agamas, the Veda Agamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal, unchangeable truths. And a reference cited from these Shastras or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana. So now, let us get ready to witness a very unique and very exciting demonstration of the powers of third eye after we go through the four Pramanas for the power of third eye. So we will be first looking at the power of seeing with the eyes blindfolded. So the Shastra Pramana for this power comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. कपालान्तर्मनोऽन्यस्य तिष्ठन्मीलितलोचनः क्रमेद्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमम्. And the translation, fixing the mind on in succession by that reveals any object or place attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva. And the next is the Apta Pramana, where Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye during the revelation of the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. So Arjuna can behold Bhagavan Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. And Bhagavan Krishna beautifully says to Arjuna, न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुमनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. So in this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. So this comes from the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form. And it is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. And the next is the Atma Pramana in Swami's own words. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me. And here all of you can see the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and scientific experimentation. So here you can see study measures were done on the brainwaves of the Supreme Consciousness himself, using a positron emission tomography, a PET scan. And it was measured that when doing daily activities, there is high activity measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep samadhi state, only the third eye region is active, and almost 90% of the rest of the brain is at peace. And the next is the Sakshi Pramana, where this rare and sacred science of third eye awakening is evolution by the Supreme Consciousness. And now all of you will be witnessing a live Sakshi Pramana of this power. Yes. So now let us get ready to witness a live demonstration of. So here with me I have this eye band, which in front is a thick opaque plastic sheet, and in the back there's thick black sponge which will not allow any type of light eyes. So into these two sockets over here my eyes will be sitting into, and it will also be covering the bridge of the nose. And this eye band is actually certified by ophthalmologists, and this it is usually given for people suffering from insomnia, so they can have better sleep. And now this eye band will be put on my eyes by a volunteer. And once that is done, any of you watching us live on YouTube, you can put your live comments in the YouTube comment section of anything that you would like me to read, and I will be reading it out through the third eye. So now all of you can see as the eye band is going to be put on by a volunteer. You can loosen it a little bit, it's a little too tight. Yes. And it's on this ear, it's yes, you can loosen it a little more. It's little tight. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now the eye band has been put. You can center it a little bit. Okay. Yes. And you can move a little to the left. Yes. So now the eye band has been put. I will be turning to my right, left, up, and down. So all of you can see that the eye band has been put. There's no gaps anywhere. And now the YouTube comment section will be projected in front of me, and we'll also be projecting it for all of you. And you can all start posting anything that you would like me to read. It can be a sequence of emojis, numbers, words, letters, sentences. It can be anything. Yes, and we are just loading the comments. So all of you can see that I. Yes, so we have a comment from Ina Zabotin's Aya. And we are projecting comments for all of you. Yes, so Ina Zabotin Zaya has put a comment saying fluffy cat got constipated and went for a mucus diet. Yes, and anyone else also who'd like to put in your comments, you can put your comments. So any of you who are watching us right now, you put any sequence of emojis, numbers, letters, a pattern of anything, a sequence of anything. It can even be mixed up things of emojis, numbers, letters, sentences, words. It can even be something that does not make sense at all. It can even be a different language. And we'll also be having the power of body scanning. Okay, so we have just one comment from Inez about Inzaya. And yes, now we have another comment from Dan Hula who's put red October should be interesting. So all of you can see the comment from Dan Hulaya who has put red October should be interesting. And yes, now with that, we will be moving to the next power, the power of body scanning. So I request now the volunteer to remove the eyeband. And all of you can see as the eyeband is being removed. Yes, so all of you can see the eyeband. And now we will be moving to the next power, the power of body scanning. So anyone who'd like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section. So for those of you who might be joining us newly, this power of body scanning is the power that awakens the ability to scan in-depth illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, or any other problem in the body, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. And the best part is it also gives the ability to scan the solution for the problem. And the Shastra Pramana for this comes from the Vijnana Bhaivatantra. स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मसूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते para. And the translation for this verse is, in this verse Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole universe, simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, Paramashiva. By the experience of such restful awareness, one becomes complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universal divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. And the next, the Apta Pramana for this power comes from the life of a Siddha. So Teraya was a Siddha and one of the prominent disciples of Agastya, and one day a man suffering from severe headache comes to Agastya for healing. Agastya then uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause of the headache. He person, and once the surgery is completed successfully, the person is healed and cured of the headache completely. And the next is the Atma Pramana, which was revealed by the Supreme Court of Hinduism on the 22nd December of 2019, of how he uses the power of body scanning, paraphrasing his words. Only when I had the multiple compound hand fracture, I was forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs. It was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through body scanning, I found out what the problems, imbalances had happened, and where balances had to be done. I used Yes, we apologize for the technical glitch. So now, whoever would like a body scan can put your comments in the YouTube comment section, and we will be doing a body scan for you. So yes, we have a few comments now. So Dan Hulaya has asked for a scan, and Aya, can you put it in a clear manner that you would like a body scan, and we will surely do, as the proper consent is needed. And now I'll be scanning for your partner, Glennis. You've also asked for a scan for your partner. So yes, now I'll be doing a scan for Mark Glennis. Yes, once again, we apologize for the technical glitch. So, Dan Hulaya, what I was able to see for your partner, Glennis, was that she's having a lot of dehydration. Her body is very dehydrated. And due to that, there's physically outside, there's in the skin, there's a lot of dryness. And I was also able to see that often she also gets some rashes. It keeps like coming and going. And the solution that I was able to see for this is that she has to start drinking more fruit juices, and even in her normal daily diet, start reducing the food that creates heat in the body. She can have those items, but in a lesser quantity, so it doesn't create so much of heat in the body. And at least for the next 3-4 weeks, she should do that, and she will she will her body will become more hydrated. So this is what I was able to see for Magdalena Saya. And Dan Hulaya, if you would like a body scan, you can put it in the comment section in a clear way. And Aina Zavotin Zaya has asked, please reveal physical methods on how to remove fear and worry triggering toxins from lower intestine. Yes, I now I'll be doing a scan for that. Yes, and Danulaya, I see that you put another comment. You can clearly put it Aya that you would like a body scan. Um, I know that you've asked twice, but if you can clearly put it as that you would like a body scan, then we will surely do for you as a proper consent is needed. And yes, Ayana Zawat and Zaya, what I was able to see for you, Aya, was that you have to do the completion process, do it intensely, the completion process. And along with that, you should what Paramashiva revealed is that you should stop consuming lots of spice. You can have a little bit, but not so much of spice, and have neem juice every day. And this will help in cleaning the body, and it will also help in removing the fear and worry. But you also have to do the completion process, and that will help in removing the fear and worry. So this is what I was able to see for you, Ayana, as a Vatanzaya. And you can get back in the comment section if you are able to relate. And Dan Hulaya, yes. Now I will be doing a body scan for you. Yes, so Dan Hulaya, what I was able to see for you was that right now you're actually quite healthy and you're quite active as well. But I was able to see that sometimes after like every 3-4 days, or sometimes after every 1 week, you get really stressed out on on random days. You get really stressed out, and sometimes that shows up as like irritation and frustration in even various other activities that you do. So the solution that what Paramashiva revealed for this is, of course, you should continue to stay active and alive and work intensely. But whenever you feel that stress, and due to that stress you get irritated or you get frustrated, and whenever that comes up, just sit with you. Yes. So once again, I apologize for the technical glitch. So yes, Dan Hulaya, what I was able to see for you was that whenever you feel that stress or that frustration coming up, just sit on those days, sit for 10 to 15 minutes with yourself, and even every day you can sit for 10 to 15 minutes and chant Mahavakya intensely and remember Swamiji in your third eye, and you will see that that stress just gets dropped off. It gets dropped. And apart from that, even every day, throughout your day, in any activity, in anything that you carry always, maybe in your wallet or in any bag that you always carry, just keep a picture. You'll see that you will see that you start manifesting more than you want in your life, whether it's health, wealth, everything. You will start manifesting more. And Dan Hulai, you can get back in the comment section if you are able to relate. And yes, I see many other comments from my I see another question from Miners about Tanzaya and Ma Zhen Kwao, and also George Grinberg, who are requesting for a body scan. Yes, actually today, in the interest of time, we will now be moving to the further segments of this program. But every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST, we will be having more segments, more, we will be having the power manifestation segments and many more segments where we will be learning about various deities and various dimensions of Paramashiva. So every day you can tune in at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST from 2 to 3 and 2 to many hours after that. We will be having various segments where we will be having the power manifestation. We will be learning many powerful cognitions about various deities. So you can tune in again with us, and we will be happy to do a body scanning for you. And yes, Dan Hulai has gone back saying, thank you again, Ma. I have his murti in our bedroom. Yes, that's a great idea. And you can also carry a small picture around wherever you go. And yes, so once again, I thank all of you who have joined us for this power manifestation segment, and you can tune in with us every day at 2 a.m. IST and 4 p.m. IST. And now, with that, we will be moving to the further segments of this program where we will learn more about who is Bhagavan Kalabhairava, and we will be first seeing of how the world is today versus Kailasa today, and how Kailasa and Hinduism is providing the world with various solutions during this pandemic and on all the suffering that the world is going through today. Yes, I request the NTV volunteer to project the slides. Yes, so now in this next segment, we will be learning more about who is Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Yes. So now, in this next segment, let us all learn about the world today versus Kailasa today. So the world today is booming with psychological issues. The youth of today and the hope of tomorrow is facing episodes of depression, and it is at an all-time high. And Kailasa has is giving the world the Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the largest Hindu university as per the number of faculties, number of students, number of courses, and the number of inspired people by the Supreme Court of Hinduism. And 20 million, with 20 million plus enrollments, 7,000 plus courses, with extended campuses in 150 countries. And the Nithyananda Hindu Universe, the Nithyananda Hindu Library, yes, we can go back to the previous slide. And the Nithyananda Hindu Library is collecting, organizing, preserving, time capsuling, decoding, spreading, and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism. And the world today is having many troubled adults. So the whole world is going through a phase of extreme suffering from rich to poor and young to old. And 1 in 4 older adults reported anxiety or depression amid the coronavirus pandemic, and higher rates of in for some groups. And Kailasa, Sri Kailasa United Nations for Consciousness Studies and practices over the past 27 years have been working towards empowering and enlightening adults with the greater science of Hinduism. And today, with the blessings of the Supreme Court of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, Kailasa has over 10,000 de facto spiritual embassies aimed at bringing spiritual healing, empowerment, and enlightenment for the benefit of mankind. And for the past 1.5 to 2 years, there is a soaring death rate. And 2020 was especially deadly, but COVID was not the only culprit. At least 356,000 in the US alone died, more than usual since the advent of COVID 19, but all of these deaths are not linked to COVID 19. And having taken this responsibility to spiritually heal the world during the pandemic, Kailasa's Department of Religion and Worship, in collaboration with the Department of Human Services, has been offering the Maheshwara Puja twice a month for the departed souls who passed due to COVID, unnatural calamities, devastations for year 2020 until date. And through the Maheshwara Puja, the departed souls are offered completion and liberation through sacred rituals offered at the feet of the 1008th living incarnation of Paramashiva, Supreme One of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So now let us see more about who is Mahakala Bhairava. Let us learn more about who Bhagavan Kala Bhairava is. So we can go to the next slide. So let us first see who is Mahakala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava is the lord of Yama as described in the Kathopanishad, and Kala Bhairava is the lord of integrity and the lord of justice. And Kala Bhairava is one of the most powerful expressions of Paramashiva and is easily accessible. The moment you call him, he will be there. That's the beauty of Kala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava gives you eternal life when you decide to be life positive. He, as the time, is the energy on which all the memories are stored. Kala Bhairava is the cosmic record keeper. Anything happening and yet to happen, you can just ask Kala Bhairava and he will pull it out and give you he will pull out and give you the whole record. Constantly contributing, sharing yourself and extremely loving is the smell of life positivity. And that is the source of Kala Bhairava. And the mood of your body, your mind, and your physiology. If you keep physiology and your psychology, which you keep now, plays a very important role in your whole life. If you keep the now with incompletions, that will continue forever. If you keep the now in incompletions and clarity, that will manifest forever. Kala does not meet your consciousness in the past or in the future. He meets your consciousness now in the present. And any simple act you do without calculation, the strength that you feel is Kalavedava's strength. Use love as the strategy for your existence. The joy that oozes out of your being is the strength of Kalavedava. And the simple act of giving love strengthens your Kala dimension, and that is Kalavedava's strength. So all justice is delivered cosmically only from the pure space of love. Maintain intense space of love, and Paramashiva will raise you to the space of being. And extreme authenticity makes you manifest Kalbhairava. You can just do intense authentic yoga every day. You can choose any time that you want. Just one Pratama Vinyasa Krama every day, which is the sequence of 108 asanas with the 12 components. You can do this every day. For the first few days, it may take 1 hour or 1.5 hours, but later it can be done in less than 42 minutes. At least do Pratama Vinyasa Krama intensely every day, and Kala Bhairava will manifest in you. Kala Bhairava breaks, destroys, and burns all the self doubt, self hatred, and self denial. And even if you have not realized, Kala Bhairava can manifest in you and make realizations happen. That is the power of Kala Bhairava. And Kalabhairava is the dimension of the universe, where universes and multiverses happen and exist for zillions of years and dissolve spontaneously and simultaneously. He destroys negativity because of his love for life. Anyone radiates love for life becomes a part